This is the story of John Cotter's Our Iceberg is Melting. Once upon a time, in the cold vast land of Antarctica, there lived a colony of emperor penguins. They had lived on the same iceberg as long as anyone could remember. Life was predictable. Everyone had their routines. Fish were caught, stories were shared, and chicks were raised. To most penguins, this iceberg was their world. But not to one penguin, Fred. Fred was curious. He wasn't a part of the leadership council. He didn't wear a top hat or give speeches, but he had sharp eyes and an observant mind. One day, Fred noticed something unusual, cracks and water pockets inside the iceberg. He feared that iceberg might be melting. Fred brought his concerns to Louis, the head of the leadership council. At first, Louis was skeptical. After all, the iceberg had stood strong for generations and generations. But Fred's evidence was compelling, and Louis, being a wise leader, decided to listen. He gathered a small, trusted group of penguins to investigate. Louis formed a guiding team, which consisted of allies, a strong and action-oriented penguin, Buddy, friendly and well-liked penguin, the professor, full of ideas and logic, and of course Fred, the penguin who saw the danger first. Together they explored the situation. They debated, they disagreed, but they all knew one thing. If the iceberg melted, the colony would be doomed. When the team shared their findings with the rest of the colony, not everyone believed them. One penguin in particular, no, refused to accept the truth. This is nonsense, he squawked. We always lived here. Nothing will happen. Something can never happen like that. That's what he was saying. But the team didn't give up. They told stories. They painted pictures of what life could be like if the iceberg cracked apart. And slowly other penguins began to listen. The team suggested a bold idea. Become nomads. Find a new iceberg. Learn to adapt. The idea was radical, but allies took action. Buddy built support, and Fred kept on observing. The professor helped create a scouting plan. They tested the idea with a small group of young penguins. It worked. They found a new iceberg. Then another. The colony moved slowly and cautiously. They learned how to live with a mobile life, no longer dependent on just one life, one place. They were safer, smarter, and more united. So what's the moral of the story? The penguins had transformed from creatures stuck in tradition to adaptive explorers who could face any change. So, the hidden message is the Kotter's 8 steps to teach us how to lead change. See the threat. The first step, like Fred, we must observe and question. Second, build the team. Change needs more than one hero. Third, create a vision. Show what's possible beyond fear. Fourth, communicate it well through stories, not orders. And then the fifth step is to empower others. Let everyone be a part of the solution. Sixth step, create small wins. Try small steps before big leaps. Seventh, don't give up. Never give up. Keep on pushing despite resistance. And eighth, make change stick. Let the new way become the culture. Final words. Our iceberg isn't melting. Our iceberg is melting isn't just about penguins. It's about us. Teams, companies, communities. In a world full of change, the lesson is clear. You can't stop the iceberg from melting, but can learn to move.